what to do. How should a child manage stress? As an adult, we are not able to manage stress. So, how is a child going to manage so much stress? Yes, he can. There are certain things, if you follow and adhere to these things, yeah, you can manage your stress. One, get organized. Organize yourselves. Do not start studying 2 days before the examination. You know your exams are going to come. This is going to be a threshold year. So start preparing from day one. आज का syllabus आज खत्म कर दो. Just finish your syllabus on a day to day basis, or at least a weekly basis, so that you don't pile up the amount of study that you have to do. Right? Follow your timetable. Every one of us, including me, when we enter 10th class, just about to get into class 10, we prepare a timetable, put it on the board or the wall, very nicely decorated timetable, put on a chart paper, and then put it on the wall, and it stays on the wall. Nobody actually puts in effort to practice and put that timetable into practice. We only put an effort to design the timetable. This is not only with you, dear children, it is with the generations. Maybe from 20, 30 years, people have been doing the same thing. But please put effort to put that timetable into practice. It is going to make your life easier, right? Divide your syllabus into segments. Finish segment by segment. Set your goals, which are not very high. Generally, if you are achieving 70%, set your goal at 75. If you are a 90% performer, then set it at 95. Do not, at 70, I perform 70, 75 regularly, but in class 10, I want to get 95. Don't put unrealistic goals. Unrealistic goals are going to put you off, right? Just set goals which are little higher than your average performance. This is one. And then, one very important thing, dear, eat well and eat healthy. Eat on time. Do not skip breakfast, do not skip lunch, do not skip dinner. Have food on time, have healthy food, and eat your stomach full. Healthy food include a lot of fruits, vegetables, home cooked food. Do not eat junk food, noodles, Chinese, burgers. Please avoid them. They're going to cause your memory to get fogged up. 2, drink a lot of water. We do ignore water because maybe there are no proper washrooms in the school, or I don't want to get up in between the examinations, or I don't like drinking water much. I carry only 1 liter bottle with me. I don't want to fill water anywhere. Whatever are the reasons, shun them up. Drink a lot of water. Drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day minimum. Sleep well. Do not sleep beyond 10:30. 10:30 is your deadline. Max is 11. You need to fall asleep before 11 o'clock in the night. And get up early in case if you want to study hard. 5 o'clock, early to bed and early to rise. 10 to 5 is a wonderful time to sleep, which will keep you healthy, your brain healthy, your body healthy. Next, do not have stimulants. I want to have coffee, auntie. Children come to my home to do combined studies with my children. They want to have coffee because they just want to get up and study the whole night. I will have Red Bull and Sting, because they'll keep me active. No, they're not keeping you active. They're very, very detrimental for you. So, no stimulants and no coffee, no tea. Have a glass of milk, a warm glass of milk in case if you want to have. This is one. Then, keep active. Take proper breaks. It's not that you're sitting in front of the book and studying for 3-4 hours straight. You're going to take breaks in between. Every 1 hour of study, 15 minutes of break. And break essentially doesn't mean watching your mobiles and TVs. Keep away from screen. Screen limitation during these times is only half an hour per day. You want to take a break? Talk to people, take a stroll, do little exercise, or draw, paint, sing, dance, whatever you want to do, whatever is your hobby. But absolutely no screen. Screen time limited to half an hour a day. That too very important things if you want to watch. And last but not the least, talk to people around you. You feel stressed, go lie in the lap of your father, lie in the lap of your mother, talk to them, tell them your problems, open up your heart. You have a sibling, you have a grandmother, you have a neighbor, talk to them, chit chat with them, try to know how they handle their stress when they were young. All these things will give you so much learning to do. Now, this is all what I tell every day as a psychologist for so many people. But now, today, we are here to know certain specific solutions from Swamiji so that we can learn some spiritual solutions, which very few people can give us. Even I look forward for spiritual solutions if I want to manage stress. As far as I am concerned, whenever I am stressed, whenever I have trouble, I end up again, folding my hands and praying to God. That is what is called, you might call it meditation, you might call it anything, but that is what we do. Spirituality is the, a wonderful solution for every one of us. Whatever might be your faith, whatever might be your belief system, whatever might be your religion, a god is the superior power. Everybody has their own god. Your faith might be different, but the solution again remains the same, and that is why we are here. So let us now, seek guidance from Swamiji. Swamiji, now you are the one who are going to tell us how to handle this stress in a spiritual manner. Whatever we tell them is, in general life, social kind of solutions. But what is that which can give them that inner peace? How can they achieve the inner peace and inner calmness so that they can handle these situations while nullifying the negative effects of stress and other things on their inner self, soul, and whatever you call?
Yeah, I'll start with a story.
Hmm.
So this exams and stress. So the one of the very interesting exams that happened, the questions and answers was Yaksha Prashnas. So this is a very important the incident that happened in Mahabharata, where Yaksha is asking Yudhishthir, Dharmaraj, different questions. Now the scenario is in such a way that if you give a wrong answer, it is your death. So the same thing happened. In front of him, he is seeing his four brothers are dead. So it's a exam where it's a questions are coming and the answers are his life and death. But without any anxiety and stress, Yudhishthir, he is able to answer it. That is the first thing. So now, how did he manage without any stress to answer that to very, very critical? And if you go through the question answers, this is a very interesting book that is just on Yaksha Prashna that is going to come. And there are many, we can go through Mahabharata and see such a wonderful question answers. They are very thoughtful, very intelligent, very deep. Now, how is able to answer such a questions in a very stressful state? If you know you are seeing your brothers are dead in front of you and you are also going to die, so any wrong answer you are dead, but he is able to do it. Not only that, that's the theory part. Then comes the practical part, where he is told, okay, now you answered all the things, theory is correct. Now practical level, he is asking, okay, in four of the brothers you can choose one of them, he can be alive. Now no, this is another typical test. No, you have to choose somebody, and without any much processes, I want Nakul. If Yudhishthir, he should choose either Bhima or Arjuna, but he's telling I'll choose Nakul. Then Yaksha is asking why. He said, yeah, for Kunti I am the son, and for Madri also I need one somebody should survive. So now he passed both practical and theory also. Now in such a situation, of course, we know there is a good ending. All the four brothers came to life, but that's a different scenario. But that time it was not like that. So he is going through it. How did he manage to live in a situation where he can be peaceful in all situations? For that, you have to follow something called dharma. So you are a student, you have certain dharma to follow. If you follow your dharma as a student, in any situation you can have that peaceful state of mind. So for that, there are principles that are given. So first thing is ahimsa. You should be non-violent. Your food, your talk, your behavior, your dealings, that should be non-violent. Even food also should be non-violent. And then is satya. You should be truthful. Truthful in your dealings. Truthful in sense that you are not trying to cheat anyone. So any cheating propensity that. Then there is astheya. Astheya is not stealing. That means not trying to take another's property. It does not belong to me. Don't think about it. Don't try to get something for free or no somebody else's property. So these are the things that are internally making you very strong and peaceful. And then there is comes brahmacharya, where you are practicing. You should be very strict. When you are a student, you have to practice this, because that will help you to, celibacy helps you to concentrate, because you are the energy which is going drained down, it should go to your brain and make you more intelligent. So this is why the principle is there to follow. And then there is aparigraha. So this is actually non-possessiveness. Don't possess so many things. When you are student, you should have very limited things which will help you in reducing your time in maintenance. Accumulating more gadgets, more things, and more it is not needed. You are interested in information, knowledge, focus on that only. Don't accumulate things in your room. Children are getting rooms and they're accumulating so many things, which is not. Why? When you do these things, you are internally become so much strong that any exam, actually whole life is an exam. If anybody asks, many practical exams we face whole life, and you will be qualified for it. This theory exams you are writing now, and in future it's all practical exams. Once your college is over, it's all practical exams only. It's no some theory is there, but most of the time it's practical, because internally you are not grown. And then there is comes saucham, your cleanliness in not only just with the body, with your surroundings, and more important with the mind. So more nowadays, because we have this mobile, the content which are coming, it's actually contaminating our mind, contaminating our thoughts, contaminating our feelings. So saucham is not just cleanliness in internally, also cleanliness is there. Then there is called santosha. Santosha means you should have contentment. You should not demand so much from parents. I want this, I want this, I want this. So the demand is actually what is also not very good for a student. You should know, okay, whatever is given to me, little facilities, I should be happy with it. School you demand, in the fight for it, fight for the rights in the college here. No, if you I want to remain, I will acquire my things in future. I'll work hard, I'll get my things. Now whatever is given, I'll be contented, because I want to focus on something higher. I want to gain knowledge. This is the time I have to learn. So focus on learning. So this is very important. Then there is tapasya. Tapasya means you should have discipline. So what you told about discipline? So discipline in terms of yuktahar viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapna bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. This discipline in terms of you are eating, discipline in terms of what you are seeing, discipline in terms of recreation, discipline in terms of what you are associating, and so in terms of all these things, sleep, food, recreation, association, everything should be very very regulated. Anything extra will not work. And then there is swadhyaya. Swadhyaya here means trying to understand oneself properly. You have to read some, gain some spiritual knowledge. Some literature should be there in a day, 15 minutes, in a week, 1 hour, 2 hours. We have to spend in understand. So adhyaya, trying to know oneself. Who am I? What am I? Write about yourself. Okay, what you think, what is the thought process. You should spend some time for yourself. So that is very very important. So adhyaya is where a person is. Otherwise what happens, we just live what others are expecting. We don't know who am I. I am only, okay, maybe I am whatever other things about myself. So this is how we live. But Swadhyaya helps me to live according to what I want, means what I am understanding about myself. And comes the most important thing, what you said is Ishvara Pranidhana. So when you are going to stress, you depend on Lord. That should be practiced all the time, because things are not in our control. You should have some divine energy that is supporting us, that is helping us, because all these things which I am telling, to do all these things, you need some superior power to help you, and that is called Ishvara Pranidhana. You take support of some superior, spiritual power, which will, that is simple prayers we have to do in a day. 10 minutes, just offer prayer. Generally we recommend mantra meditation, which is chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Morning 10 minutes, evening 10 minutes. So that immediately makes whole system change for us. So now whatever I told, ahimsa or satya, asthik, and brahmacharya, parigraha, or saucham, and tapasya, santosha, swadhyaya, all these things will fit when you have Ishvara Pranidhan. So this is actually the way internally you are growing, and you can face any amount of exams, both theory and practical, without getting into stress, and give your best, not getting affected. Like Yudhishthir, he had a toughest exam of his life, where he is, it's a life and death. And many such examples we can see in the history, where people are going through certain exams. And here Aksha is directly question answers, so we can directly read its question answers. But otherwise there are so many practical exams that are going to come
Yes.
in life. So this is the way you have to deal, and this is going to change not only just exams of the schools, colleges, but whole life. It is the way that should be worked. So this is what we can give as a spiritual solution.
Great, Swamiji. We have gained so much insight. Exam is not only the academic exam that we write. Yes, as you have said, life is full of examinations, both theoretical and practical, all through the life. So, not only social solutions or general solutions, we have got lot of spiritual insights into how to manage your, the generation of stress and also the generated stress without letting the negative effects rule our body and also the mind. So, my dear children and parents, I think that you have gained a lot of knowledge, and I feel and believe that you are going to put these principles into practice, and then lead your children and also yourselves into a wonderful stress free living during this academic years. And please give certain liberation of scheduling and practicing their own schedule of study for your child, because each child is unique. Do not over anticipate and over expect from them. Yeah, I do understand as a parent that we will have certain expectations from students and children, but let us not overburden them with our expectations on their very tender shoulders. Let us give them that freedom and liberty to enjoy life while preparing for the future in a very good manner. Let us be their compass, and not compel them to you know take certain steps which are very very I don't even want to mention certain things that the students are taking to nowadays, succumbing to exam stress, like committing suicides or neglecting their life as such, or taking to substance abuse. All these things, let us avoid them by practicing these small small things that we have discussed over the last 1 hour now, and make this world a better place for us to live in and also for our children to live in. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.